A sidewalk like any other in Canada, now the scene of the country's latest hate crime, and another makeshift memorial for the dead.
All of the victims in this matter are members of the same family. The deceased include a 74-year-old female, a 46-year-old male, a 44-year-old female, and a 15-year-old female. One 9-year-old male, the sole survivor, remains in hospital with serious injuries not considered life-threatening. I'm also able to tell you at this time that based on information collected during the course of the investigation, we believe that this was an intentional act and that the victims of this horrific incident were targeted. We believe the victims were targeted because of their Islamic faith.
Canada's government has been worried about race-based and religious attacks for years.
Let me be clear, this was an act of mass murder perpetrated against Muslims, against Londoners, and rooted in unspeakable hatred. This act of Islamophobia, this act of unspeakable hatred, must be followed by acts of compassion, acts of kindness, acts of humanity, acts of solidarity, empathy, justice, and above all, love.
The family was out for an evening stroll when the suspect, Nathaniel Veltman, drove his pickup truck at them as they waited to cross at an intersection. He was wearing a body armor-style vest when police arrested him at a nearby shopping mall. High-profile attacks have happened before. In 2018, a driver killed 10 people in Toronto. A year before, 6 people were shot dead at a mosque in Quebec. This attack comes days after protests over Indigenous schools took a dramatic turn. Demonstrators in Toronto tore down the statue of Egerton Ryerson, the architect of the residential school system that racially abused Indigenous communities for more than 100 years. The discovery of the remains of 215 children in a mass grave at a school run by the government and the Catholic Church has sparked nationwide anger. But it's feared there's more to come.
We know that there were probably lots of sites similar to Kamloops that are going to come to light in the future. And we need to begin to prepare ourselves for that.
Canada is trying to deal with its legacy of mistreating First Nations communities amid a surge in right-wing extremism targeting minority groups. A 2020 study funded in part by the Canadian government warned of the growing and unprecedented influence of white supremacists, hate groups, and militias inside Canada. Zain Basravi, Al Jazeera.